We are going on with grade 8 algebra, and in this video we'll do 5 examples on the law of exponents. In a previous video we have discussed this law with numbers, and we said if the base values are the same and we need to multiply out, then we can add the exponents together. And the reason why that is true, let's say we have 3 squared times 3 to the power of 4. That is the same as saying 3 times 3, which is the 3 squared, times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, where the last 4 3's are 3 to the power of 4. And if I add this all together, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 3's that I'm multiplying. So in total, I have 3 to the power of 6. And that same law counts for variables. And in all of the examples, I want you to notice that the variables in each example is exactly the same. And that's the first condition of this law. The base values must be the same in order for us to add the exponents. So in our first example, we have x times x squared. So that becomes x to the power of 1 plus 2, and it simplifies to x to the power of 3. So when there isn't an exponent of 1, or when x stands alone, then we can assume that that exponent is 1. Next, we have y squared times y squared. So it becomes y to the power of 2 plus 2, and that is y to the power of 4. Next, we have p squared times p cubed. So it's p to the power of 2 plus 3, which becomes p to the power of 5. And in our next example, we have q to the power of 6 multiplied with q to the power of minus 4. So this actually becomes q to the power of 6 plus negative 4. So if I add negative 4 to 6, it simply becomes q to the power of 6 minus 4, which is q squared. So even though we have a negative in the exponent, we still apply the rule of adding the exponents together because their bases are the same. And if I have plus, minus next to one another, that becomes negative. And in our last example, we have x to the power of minus 7 multiplied with x to the power of negative 2. So that will become x to the power of negative 7 plus negative 2. And if I simplify, it is x to the power of negative 7 minus 2, which simplifies to x to the power of negative 9. But I want you to know that in algebra, we do not leave our answers in negative exponents. We always rewrite them. So x to the power of negative 9 is the same as 1 over x to the power of 9. And we leave our answers in positive exponents.